this is also where we will input our keywords and create our bid amounts too. So let's get started with this. I'm going to go through the ads that I created. You can do it one of two ways. The nice part about testing here in the create ad group area for Google is you can find out exactly how much will fit. Google only allows you to put a certain amount of characters for the headline, description line 1 and 2. And really, you don't have to really worry about the display or destination URL. Typically, your URL will be just fine. So what I like to do is, as you can see, I've created 5 ads for the sake of time. I've already have these in my notepad, my WordPad, so that I can just copy and paste. But I actually tested these within the ad group first, so I know they fit. So you can just create a whole bunch of variations, put them in a WordPad. You don't have to click save down here, and then you know exactly what will fit. And then you can just tweak and change the words that you use in each for specific ad groups. So I'll change out Harrisburg, PA townhome to townhouse when I'm focused on a townhouse ad group versus a townhome ad group. And here's a few good pointers for you as you create your ads. It's a great idea to have your major keyword in the title for each ad group, as well as the body, the body is these 2 lines here, as much as possible, because Google will bold those words. In addition, it'll be more relevant. If your URL can also be tailored to that, as you see, Harrisburg, PA townhomes is great. That's extremely relevant. So our ads are going to be very closely related to our keywords in our webpage as well. Also keep in mind that you want to have typically some type of benefit in the top line that you're going to offer your audience, as well as call to action when possible. It doesn't have to be something as specific as get started now, but some type of action words or verbs in there usually helps too. So it's good to have those mixed in. Additionally, you want to make sure, so your ad's going to touch based on something that your page will offer or some key benefit that's going to attract your audience. As you can see, I'm using a lot of free in there, free search. People love free stuff, and they can start searching properties, and that'll attract them to our page and also our offer. You can also tailor ads around the offer that you'll be providing, like local home tours, or I could throw something in there about the 5 videos. I didn't do that, but that's another option I can try. Here's one where I used a specific price. People like solid numbers as well, something that's concrete. So starting from $65,000 and up, and that, I tailor that to both audiences, people looking for more expensive homes versus those that are looking for just starter homes as well, or good deals. So yeah, there's a few things to also look out for while creating your ads. You want to make sure that your ad offers exactly what you have. You don't want to in any way stretch the truth or make it seem a lot like too good to be true. So you need to balance that, find what works for your audience, but also make yourself stand out from the competition. You can review their ads simply by just searching those keywords. And actually, there's a good free way to do this. We go to, I don't mean free, I'm sorry, a way that won't charge them or you if you have active ads going. Click on the ad preview. And this really is a way to respect your competition, and hopefully they'll do the same for you. So if you were to search something like Harrisburg townhomes, PA townhomes. Now we're not going to be showing it because we're paused, but if I hit preview, I could see my ads when they are showing, and that way you can see exactly what kind of ads or things that people are advertising and what I'm up against to make sure that I'm offering something that's unique to everybody else. Also, something to keep in mind is you want to play around with these ads and make sure that they're somewhat a little different than what I have here. We definitely don't want to have everybody using the same ads, but this just gives you a good mold to follow. Use your own original content and variations based on what I'm offering here as good examples. You need to have at least 2 ads per ad group so that you can split test, which means you're going to find which works the best and tweak that continually so that you get a better click-through rate and get rid of the stuff that doesn't work. So ideally 2 ads per ad group. You could do more if you want, but that's a good start so you can closely manage between the 2 and then add a new ad in place of the one that's not working effectively. So we're going to call this ad group name. I'm going to go here to my keyword list, and I have 6 ad groups that I need to create. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So my first ad group is going to be Harrisburg, PA townhomes, since that's mainly what is included in that keyword list. And we're going to create a text ad, so that's fine. Headline is just going to specifically be my keyword. And let's do that. And then the description is going to go straight to my WordPad here and copy. Paste that in. Same thing. Copy. Paste that in. Yep, destination URL will be the same. I'm actually going to put www. Notice a few things. I have a capital letter for each word except for the small, like ofs or these, ifs, things like that. So it's good to have, you don't want to capitalize all the words just unless it's an abbreviation or the first letter of each word. I also did the same for the display URL. This is what people will see. Notice I didn't put www or http. This works very effectively. You don't want to capitalize .com. You can try different things if you want, though. You could try this with www to see if that performs better. And again, with the split testing, you'll continually be testing different ideas. And then for destination, you want to have the full URL. This is what Google points towards. This is what will actually display to your audience. So there's our first ad. Very simple. And then we're going to add the keywords here. So in this section, you're just going to copy straight from your keyword list to that ad group and paste them right in. We already have all our match types, so that was simple. And you could, this is actually for the other networks that we're not going to be using, so display network. Default bid, let's get into this now. So originally you remember me saying that we want to bid typically the most on exact, somewhere in the middle for phrase, and the least for broad. And that's because of relevancy. Broad and phrase will not be as relevant as your exact match. You know the exact traffic you're getting. But this is not always, there's sometimes exceptions to every rule. So your phrase match for a certain term may perform better than your exact, and you just need to monitor that as you're managing your campaign. So you may eventually want to bid more on a phrase or a broad and less on an exact or a phrase, depending on how things are performing. And your ad position, so these are all different ads, and remember position 1, 2, 3, and so on, will be based on your max bid amount for that keyword times your quality score. And Google measures quality score basically by relevancy. Your keywords are relevant to your ad, which are relevant to your page, and you know, they're going to base the content that's on your web page and everything as well, and give you a score. And if you find that certain quality scores are lower than others, you might need to tweak certain things with those keywords or those ads, or maybe even change your web page. Again, it's something we have to test as we go. Not everything's going to be perfect off the bat. We're going to have to see what how our market reacts to our ads and everything, and then tweak from there. But we can create them the best as possible so that out of the chute, again, we'll have some good results. So another thing to keep in mind, you don't always need to be in the top position. Though you'll get the most clicks typically in the top position, you might not always have the best conversions in the top position. And you're spending more money for more clicks when you could be having great results in position 3 or 4 or 5, even lower, depending on, again, on the keywords. You're going to have to test that. But the goal isn't always to be in position 1. I just want to emphasize that. You may end up there once in a while, and that's fine. But for the sake of your budget and the amount that you're spending, and also based on your conversions, you might find that you like your sweet spot maybe more in the middle of the page. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong